Welcome back, everybody. So, entertaining guests with dietary restrictions during the holiday season can be a little tricky.
And if you are one of the people who has dietary restrictions, going to events at this time can kind of feel a little stressful sometimes. But with the rise in plant-based offerings, there are meal options to please everyone.
Here with the Vegan Holiday Feast is the YouTuber behind Vegan Afternoons with 2 Spoons, Hannah Sunderani. Welcome back to the show. Smells delicious. Oh my God. Right?
It smells so good. We're just gonna dive in. Okay, so I'm a dairy-free pescatarian. So for me, holiday meals, they've always been about the sides because oftentimes the main dish is some kind of meat. But you've got a great suggestion, and you're gonna kick it off with something that you call a nut roast.
Yeah, so my nut roast right here is what's gonna be replacing the turkey in our holiday dinner. It is protein packed and it's kind of similar to a meatloaf.
It looks like a meatloaf.
Yeah, a lot like a meatloaf. The base is mixed nuts. We've got walnuts, cashews,
We're gonna give that to you. Do you mind holding that? Yeah, of
course.
Just so we can hear you perfectly. Great.
We've got walnuts, cashews, and Brazil nuts. Then we've got some brown mushrooms, some brown rice. We're gonna throw it, mix it all together, throw it in a loaf pan. And in 15 minutes, you have this nut roast a lot quicker than a turkey, and you can actually prepare it 1 to 2 days in advance.
And there's heft to it.
Yeah, it's nice and meaty, that meaty texture that you are kind of usually missing when you only got the sides and you're vegan or vegetarian.
I'm the traditionalist. I eat meat. And I'm not mad about this.
I am not mad about this.
I've done my job.
I'm not mad about it at all. Okay, key components of a holiday meal is gravy.
Yeah.
And I've had a lot of people think, you can't make vegan gravy, right? So you did.
Yes.
How did you do it?
You absolutely can make vegan gravy. This is a base of vegetable broth, and then we've added in that umami flavor that you love in a gravy. Here we've used miso, nutritional yeast, and tamari. It's full-bodied in flavor. It's thickened into a delicious gravy.
Oh, that is umami-rific. I'm eating it just purest of gravy just to try it. And it's delicious. Yeah, exactly.
It's drinkable.
It's great. Delicious.
You all drink gravy. You know it.
Very good.
And you have some news for traditionalists like me who think mashed potatoes must include butter, cream, and milk.
Yeah, so what I'm hearing when you say that is you love the fat in mashed potatoes. And so do I. I love that fat, which is why I love these mashed potatoes. They are full of fat. They've got vegan butter in there. They've got coconut milk, naturally high in fat. We've also infused an entire head of roasted garlic in there. So you've got this really rich flavor.
Not at all.
And then to finish, we've topped with some fried rosemary and thyme, just adding another pop of flavor and really elevating those potatoes.
Delish, right?
Yeah, I'm blown away.
Yeah.
I really am.
You're not missing a darn thing. Okay, so the next one is something that, I came around to later in life, which was Brussels sprouts. But you actually have something that sounds so delectable. It is maple roasted Brussels sprouts.
Yes.
So tell us about this.
So I was the same way, didn't really like Brussels sprouts growing up. I think we were used to having them boiled, which is kind of like bland and boring.
Oh my God.
And that's why I roasted these. They are charred to perfection, nice and crispy.
Sweet.
The maple dressing has ginger and cayenne in it, so there's a pop of flavor, sprinkled with some toasted hazelnuts and a little bit of lime zest. So full of flavor here.
Sweet and heat. That is the combo.
Sweet and heat.
Oh, it's so
Exactly
good.
it.
Okay, so it wouldn't be a full holiday meal without the stuffing. And I know a lot of people, it's very controversial. Some people do it in the bird. Some people say that's horrible. So you say obviously no bird.
No bird.
So how do you make? We know where you go. Yeah. So what is the stuffing that you have brought us?
Yeah, so really, instead of making your stuffing in the bird, try making it outside of the bird. It makes it vegan and vegetarian. I actually grew up eating it this way. I love it because the top is nice and crispy, but the inside is still really moist. We've kept the classic flavors that everyone knows and loves, and I've also used day-old baguette, so it's a really great way to use up any stale bread you might have.
Wow.
My
What
partner.
do you use instead of butter?
So I've used vegetable broth as the base.
Okay,
Yeah, and it gets it really nice and moist.
Gotcha.
Thank you for asking that question because my mouth was full. My partner pretty much is vegan, plant man, I call him. But we could be hosting some holiday, celebration. So what's the etiquette, do you think, when you are hosting and plant-based and you know you have some meat eaters coming?
Good question.
What's the etiquette there?
I think that's a really good question, and I really think it depends on the person and their comfort level. I know if I was hosting, I would really want to make sure that my guests are kind of open to trying new things. If I'm going somewhere else, then what I like to do is I like to bring the protein dish. I'm taking the pressure off my host, and also I know that I get something that's protein packed and goes along with the sides that they're providing.
What a great idea. That's beautiful. Okay, so we've come to the end of our holiday feast. The dessert. I don't know if I've ever had a vegan pumpkin or vegan pecan pie before, so I'm curious to hear about this recipe.
Yes, you have to save room for my pecan pie. The filling is loaded with pecans. It's also got brown rice syrup and maple syrup in there, a little bit different to the typical corn syrup that you're used to. And then I have a little cheat for this crust. It's actually store-bought, and I took it out of the box, put it in my own tart dish, and I baked it along with my pie, and honestly, no one ever even asked, so I feel like you could just pretend you made it. And no one will be none the wiser.
Wow. It is so full of flavor. It is sweet. It is rich. Pecans.
Smooth.
Wait, what did you say, pecan or pecan?
Pecan. Well, it's either,
Okay,
really.
just, we don't want to start that debate.
Potato.
Potato, potato.
Not pecan. It's not pecan, not pecan. There we go. Yeah.
I'm going to tell you something. We are just blown away by this, Hannah. Thank you so, so much. These are phenomenal. Wow. Okay. So if you're at home right now, wherever you're watching us, get out your phone. You can actually scan the QR code right by the nut roast, I think. Where is she? She's down there.
You don't hear that every day.
So get your camera, put it towards the TV, and it's going to pop up. Hit that. It's going to open the website. You can get all of these recipes. Okay, Mom? That's for you. We'll be right back right after this. Look at it. Yeah, how do I get it?
Hey there, wasn't that great? Do you know where you can find some equally good content? Our YouTube page. It's filled with discussions, debates, and some laughs. Head there now, like and subscribe.